This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Bachelorette parties are a little bit fun, aren't they?
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone loves the penis straws.
That's the worst aspect of it for me.
Is it?
I know, just all the
straw.
penis paraphernalia.
Just that, yeah. It's the tackiness of it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind a classy cocktail soiree, but
you are next level.
Well, so you might be part of the problem then, actually, because those random little bachelorette parties with the penis straws and that sort of stuff, you know, they usually don't cost that much money, and well, they don't. It's
I know,
because it's not about
you can buy them in bulk, can't
it
you?
never used to be about what it looks like. It was just about girls going out being stupid and having fun. This chick in Texas, she was so excited. She's never been asked to be part of a wedding party before.
Yeah, right.
And then finally someone says, I want you to be a bridesmaid. And she was so excited. And then they said, we're having a bridesmaid do, and we're going to be doing it down at a beach house. And she went, oh, great. She thought, literally, not even a beach house. She thought, literally, we were going down the day to the beach. And everyone's just going to hang out. She says, oh, my gosh, how wrong was I? She has been given a giant list of things that she needs to pay for.
right.
To go to this thing.
So this isn't to do with the wedding.
No,
this is just
the wedding
pre-wedding shenanigans.
Pre-wedding.
Okay.
So they've been all assigned colour-coordinated outfits, one for each day of 3 days that there will be, including assigned colour, a bikini for each day, a pink dress for a pink theme night, sparkly tots or glitter night, and so forth. So there's several different outfits she has to buy for things.
Well, if you don't own that, you've got to buy it.
And she doesn't own any of that. Yeah. 2 sets of lingerie per person to give to the bride.
What?
What? Yeah. She said that there will be 10 sets of lingerie for the bride then.
What?
Yes. 2, you have to buy...
You have to buy knickers for the bride.
Yeah,
So
lingerie.
the bride's going to do some kind of a fashion parade or something.
Yeah.
Or she's got irritable bowel syndrome.
Sean's,
We've got to make
Sean's
sure
like,
we've got it
photos
covered.
or it didn't happen.
There is... this is all being organised by the matron of honour, right?
Okay.
So also they've got to pay for food and all that sort of stuff on the night, which is fine.
Yes, food
which
and
is fine.
accommodation, yeah.
Yep. Custom trucker hats, she has to buy them. There's a few of those for each of the days. There is a custom matching pyjama set and robes they need to all buy. This is mandatory. You need to buy them. Custom T-shirts for over the weekend as well. She's also complained about the fact that they have to spend a couple of $100s on horse riding. She says, now, look, I'm not against horse riding. She goes, but we come from a rural area. We all own horses.
Yes.
And she said, so
it's not
us
special.
paying
Yes.
money to do something that we do on a daily basis back at our place.
Seems ridiculous.
Anyway, so she's sort of pushed back and complained about some of this stuff, and she is getting just
So what was the
negativity.
total in all?
Over $1,000 just for this weekend.
Yes,
She
and
said,
that's not to do with bridesmaid dresses, shoes,
no,
hair,
this is all
makeup
this
and everything. This is
custom
just
printed stuff, this crazy
This is
stuff.
just for the bridesmaids' weekend away ahead of the wedding.
And she sort of said, she goes, what is happening to the world these days? She goes, none of us can afford to do this. Everything is so over the top. She thinks this is all for Instagram.
Yes.
Which it probably is. People jump down to the comments straight away. And I love this woman. She goes, standard in my circle was pizza and wine followed by a chick flick. The guests generally chipped in to buy a nightie for the bride.
Yeah.
Oh, that's boring as. What a shit night that
when
would
she
be.
needs 10 sets of lingerie.
But now you're part of the problem.
No,
That's
I'm
right.
not. No
We
one's
can't
going to have
afford
pizza and
these
just get in
Instagram
our
stuff.
pyjamas together on a
What's
hens night.
ridiculous about this is the number of coordinated outfits. Like one T-shirt where everybody goes, bridesmaid to be, that's a bit of fun. Yes, that's
Sparkly
fine.
dress,
It's
mandatory?
It's
Yeah.
$30,
Yeah.
but the rest of it is just
She's the only person
too
that's
over the
pushing
top.
back. And she's going, look, I can't afford all of this. And now they're looking at her like she's a monster. One other guy jumped on there and said that he was invited to a Bucks night and he went along to it. Bucks do. It was a full day of golfing. He doesn't golf at all. And he said it was very expensive to do golfing. And then at the end of the day, they all turned around and said, oh, hey, let's just make a night of it and let's all get our hotel rooms together and we can all split a room. And he goes, we live in the same city as the golf course. He goes, I want to go home. So he said, no, I can't afford it. I want to go home. And he got ostracised from the group of people.
Yeah, that'd be
After
standard.
that.
It's a bit over the top.
After that. Hey, Amberly.
Hello, how are you?
Good,
Hey,
Ambs.
Amberly.
All right, Amberly, what have you experienced that's just a bit over the top?
It was my 21st birthday 2 years ago, and our family friends, 4 of our families went down south, and all up it was about 10 grand that they spent, and we got merch every day. Every day was a theme, so we all did dancing when we were little, and so I think the first day was Purple People Eaters. So we had the little hat, and we had Purple People Eater T-shirts on, and we all went to the wineries. We had merch, coffee mugs, bags, We had Peter Alexander 90s with our
that's a
logo
must.
engraved.
Amberly, you're saying it was your 21st, one of the people?
Yes, yeah, I was one of the three girls.
So you voted, because you would have to have a discussion, wouldn't you?
So you were a part of the decision-making process?
No, so it was all down to our mums, so they planned all of it for us. We had no idea. So each morning we would... it was a Love Island theme, so they...
that's great.
Oh, my God.
Love Island theme.
Yeah, they brought a fire pit, so we would have to all... we'll get a text in the morning for adults who are in a different house to the parents.
Yes.
We'll get a text and say, please hang around the fire pit. So we would all go to the fire pit and we'd get texts like they do in Love Island, and to introduce like what we had set for the day.
What are you talking about?
Oh my God, Emily, this is too much. Did you
That's
think it was
pretty
too much, or were you like loving it every minute
That
of
was
it?
pretty funny.
Well, I mean, it was my birthday. Of course, I loved it.
Yeah.
Can I just say, isn't it so funny, the cultural shift, right? So,
Yeah.
so our parents look at something like Love Island, they go, that is trash, I don't want my children anywhere near it, right? The new generation of parents...
Yeah, they've leaned in.
They've leaned in. So, you know, we have Caitlin Bassett's dad, he loves watching that sort of
He
stuff.
does, he does.
And here's your friend's parents organising a Love
But
Island
also,
theme.
remember our 21st? It was like a keg in the backyard.
Oh, mate.
100%.
Like, that's it. And it was great.
Yeah.
And we loved it. And everybody loved it. Everybody
Yeah.
had a great time.
Yeah.
That's a
I think-
5-day extravaganza.
That's crazy.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Thanks, Emily. We're going to call her Kylie. Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Hi,
Kylie.
Kylie. Okay, talk to us about when people went a little bit too far.
So I was invited to a birthday party. I'm not going to say the age because I think it's a bit of a crack up.
Okay.
You rock up and there's like a petting zoo, a foam ball pit, and then vans, like food vans. So many. I don't even know what I end up eating because I was like, I'll just go to every single one of them.
Yeah.
They had cocktail bars. They had
Cocktail bars.
More than
yeah,
one.
and- yeah. There was two. So there was like your creamy ones and then your not so creamy
Oh,
ones.
okay, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so separated like that. And then, it was, you went around, there was an au pair area where you could draw, or your nanny area where you dropped your kids off and they could like do face painting. It was like a full-blown...
Like Coachella for children.
But if that's
Yeah,
not at the
yeah.
cost of yourself to going, you'd lap it up, wouldn't you?
Yeah, she ate
Oh,
everything.
I had an absolute ball, hey.
Yeah,
I
well,
can't
yeah.
even remember half the night after the cocktail bar. It was the first birthday party.
First birthday.
You told
Okay.
us you weren't going to say the age.
Until the end, she did a reveal.
Yeah,
Sean.
big reveal.
It was
Okay,
a
sorry,
reveal.
sorry.
So, Kylie, when that happens, are you a parent?
I'm a parent now, and I'm like, mate, we're going to lollipops, and I
Yes.
feel like I'm splurging on that.
Yeah.
Like,
Because that's
I'm
the
a
thing. That's the
up-
expectation. The standard gets set, and then everybody's like, do I have to measure up to
Yeah.
that?
What
That's
is-
crazy.
Do you take that on board, Sharon, as a parent these days? When you
Kylie.
Kylie, when you're as a parent these days, you're looking at a situation and you're going, wait, there. That's it. Now I feel like that's expected of me. Do you feel that?
Do you know, I'm the parent that's like, no, I'd rather have my kids experience life rather than
Yeah.
experience. And, we've got memberships to different zoos, to Aqua, and it's something that we can go and do, 20 times and the kids won't be bored. Where a birthday party, you're not going to remember a first
Yeah.
birthday.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No,
You don't.
but you will. You loved it.
You had a great time. There were 2 cocktail bars. Thanks, Kylie. Sharon's in Jindalee. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hi,
Great,
Sharon.
Shaz. Okay, when did somebody go a bit over the top?
So my friend lives in the UK and she sent me some photographs and videos of like a party and I wasn't actually sure what it was. So there's beautiful table decorations with photographs on the table, big 6-foot letters of somebody's name.
Wow.
And everyone was dancing on the dance floor. It just looked like the best party. I said, must be a wedding, but it just had one name.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't work it out. And then when I messaged, it was actually a wake.
I was away.
It was a wake.
Somebody went that over the top for a wake.
That's
A
great.
wake. It had 6-foot letters of the guy's name who passed and photographs on the table and sent us like decorations with flowers, and I've never seen nothing like it. It was so over the top.
Oh my God! So I wonder if that was his request
Yeah.
to
Yeah, I
be
want
over
everybody
that
to
top
see-
in death,
Or maybe
or
he's
if-
just an amazing guy and everybody really wanted to
I
celebrate his
want
life.
my life to be celebrated.
Yeah.
I mean, people say that regularly.
But
Yeah, I know, but that's, it's a plate of sandwiches and maybe some sausage rolls. Like, you don't...
Yeah, we want the music pumping,
Yeah.
everyone having a good time.
Yeah. But, like, your name in giant lit-up letters?
Yeah, Sean wants that.
Yeah.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Time for some more of our chat with Wil Anderson, head of the return of Gruen.
You're a bit of an arsehole for that. hey, I was on your Instagram. I'm always interested. I know that we've got so many of your things we could be plugging, but I'm interested in a podcast you're listening to, The Unexplained Explained. Is it good? Will, are you there?
Oh,
Gee,
it's cut
pushing
out.
real hard. We were pushing too hard, didn't we?
Will, can you hear
That's
it?
a really good. That sounds good, just off the top of your.
I know.
Off the top of
The
your head.
Unexplained Explained.
Didn't
And
we
it's got
have
these
something that we
guys-
solved the other day?
What?
It wasn't just the water karting thing, was it?
What are you talking about?
Because that was an unexplained moment of our own.
Oh, here we go. Wait,
Okay,
okay,
pick him up.
us back.
Will, you there?
Hey, Will. Will?
Will, can you
Hello.
hear?
Hello.
Oh,
Hey, Will.
you're back
Yeah, we've
again.
got you.
Nathan thought he drove you away with a really confronting question about your Instagram feed.
Yeah. Hey.
What did you ask me? What was the confronting question?
I don't know whether it's confronting. We'll see if you hang up again. All right, so I was going through your Instagram and I found you've had a couple of references to a podcast, The Unexplained Explained. Is it really good?
The Unexplained Explained. Yeah, so Charlie, who I normally do my podcast with,
Yes.
he's doing a spin-off podcast called The Unexplained Explained with Ben, and
Yes.
they talk basically about like mysteries, the mysterious, X-Files things,
I love
Bigfoot,
this stuff.
all those sort of, is the plural of Bigfoot big feet? They ask all the big questions.
Ah, yes. So what is it? Is it?
Big footy eye, I think you'll find.
Big feet. I like that. I like
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Got to have a listen to that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
There was also a photo of up on your gram or something, I think it might have been, of you and The Rock. Was that just recently?
Yeah, well, no, it wasn't.
I know the photo was
recently,
taken
no.
a long time ago.
Yes.
Did you just put that up recently?
I put it up recently because The Rock wished me happy birthday for my 50th birthday.
What are you talking about? Just out of the blue.
The Rock,
Just out of the blue.
the
he
People's
just,
Champion.
The People's Champion.
he just out of the blue
Yeah,
wished
the
it
most
to you. Was it?
electrifying force in sports and entertainment.
Wait,
Said happy 50th birthday.
the People's
Old mate
Elbow.
Wil
Was it
Anderson.
a cameo situation? What was it?
No, hang on.
Was he
No,
prompted? So
I mean,
you're telling me? Sorry, I need to get it straight. You're telling me the Rock woke up wherever the Rock lives.
Dwayne,
Yep.
The Rock
Yep.
Johnson.
Yep. Woke up one day
from
and
the
then
3
went.
hours sleep he has
Yep.
at night when he's not working out and making
Yep.
movies.
And then woke up and went,
And he
wait
said,
there,
"You know
it's
what?
Will's birthday.
It's Wil Anderson's birthday.
No.
The other People's Champion. The other most electrifying, the second most electrifying man in sports and entertainment.
Yes.
No.
The Pebble, Will the Pebble Anderson.
The Pebble.
I've got to get a lie. No, at my friend Adam Spencer
Yes.
for my 50th birthday.
Okay, good.
Put that photo up of Adam Spencer, myself, and The Rock, and
Yes.
he put it up for my 50th birthday, and he happened to tag in The Rock. And The Rock saw the tag in and wished me happy birthday. on
I'm
the
sorry.
day.
I'm sorry.
Beautiful.
So if you're telling me, like, if you just tag in something to do with the Rock will possibly respond to you?
Well, he saw the photo. He knew he'd met them.
No,
If
I
there was
know that. I
photographic
know that. But
evidence.
imagine how many people the Rock
Yeah.
have done. How many photos has the Rock been tagged into? Is he out there like? Is he out there like messaging everyone
he's got
back?
people, hasn't he, Will, like you? You don't run your own
Well,
social media,
I
either.
imagine it's probably not The Rock, like himself doing it. But secondly, here's what I would also say. He probably responds to accounts that also have a high number of followers.
Oh yes, okay. To crack into different markets, it's clever. Yes.
What
yes,
did you
yes.
meet him for? Well, the biggest thing, the person we've met. I'll
What?
just speak on myself, but when us
was
three went,
Arnie,
Arnie,
yeah.
that was just
That was big.
That was huge.
Way shorter than what you'd ever
Yeah.
expect, Arnie.
What did you meet him for, Will?
Well, so he came out to Australia. It was the first time the WWE came out to Australia to do their big live event. So obviously
Yeah.
they do that quite regularly in Australia now, but this was the first time ever that they come out to do one in Australia, and The Rock was the headliner from the event. So he came in on the radio. We talked to him. I'd read his book, The Rock Says, which I think that might have actually.
I would
put me
have called it
ahead of
between
him,
me
because
and a
I'm not-
hard place.
I'm not sure that The Rock had read his whole book.
No.
So I think the fact that I had read his whole book put me at an advantage over him. But he was genuinely... Like, we interviewed him on the radio for about an hour,
Yeah,
you know. I mean, because, of course, it was the home of rock, so it felt
Yes,
very
that did make sense.
And
was
when
the
I
home
went
of rock.
to the event, the WWE event, and when he was in the ring, the Rock waved at me. The Rock, who's also
The Rock's in there stirring up some trouble.
So funny, Will.
champion of the different people. The Rock.
Isn't that widening your market just quietly?
So funny.
I'm gonna do a cooking show, and it's going to be the home of Wok.
Wil the Wok Anderson.
It's the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Nathan, the NBA finals have been on, which I've been watching amazingly, the next level of basketball. Jesus, good to watch. But you've been following something that's just got your attention as well.
As we know, anyone that listens to this show, I don't like lies. So when I see one, I have to really
Call
point
it out.
it out.
Call it
and
out.
it's got to do with Bronny James. That's LeBron James's son.
Yeah.
So they've been dying to get him into the draft so he
People
can
wanna
play
see
at
him-
the same
yeah.
time. And
But-
LeBron said basically saying, he's
So a few years
he's sticking
ago,
around for that to happen.
A few years ago, LeBron said his aim is to play with alongside his son. Wherever his son gets drafted to, then he's a good chance to move to, is what he
Now,
said.
they're saying the LA Lakers are most likely to draft him just so they can keep LeBron around.
Yeah, and it's going to sell a lot of tickets.
Yeah. So anyway, can he play? So apparently he's not
It's
that
good.
bad, you know. But he had to go in front of the NBA's fitness to play panel because he had a cardiac arrest last year due to a congenital heart defect.
so he hadn't played all season.
Yeah.
Everybody's wondering how much he's developed.
Yeah. So they have to officially do all these things at this draft thing, and one of the things is measuring people's height. And he has been known for his entire basketball career as 6'4", and he is actually 6'1".
They are
decent lie.
saying they measured him without his shoes on at 6'1".
Yep.
So that's how you measure your height, without your shoes on.
I know.
Now,
What are they
they've
doing?
said that 6'1" guys who average 5 points a game in college usually don't get drafted. I sure do wonder what's different in Bronny's case.
We know what's different. His last name is what's
Yeah.
Oh,
different.
yeah. No, he's pretty good. He's pretty good.
Nepo baby stuff.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
sure.
But-
Sure. Like if he wasn't LeBron James's son.
Would he get drafted?
Would he get drafted?
Yeah, he would.
Would he?
Yeah, he would. Don't believe this. He would get drafted 100%. He's an All-American junior and all that kind of stuff. Like, he's a really good player. But you're 100% right, Nathan, because when they measure, they go on their wingspan. Like, he's got a 7-foot wingspan, and he's 6'5". That means we can play him in all these different positions.
So I've never been in a scenario where I have lied about my height, or I felt like I've needed to lie about my height. I'm 6'3", and so I'm.
Are you?
Yeah,
At the measuring tape?
but I've never been in that scenario. I know it happens in the dating world.
Yeah.
But if you were lying about your height, they're going to find out
Do you reckon they fudge a bit in the footy record, Sean?
because you're your height.
No, I don't think they do. No, I don't. Because I was always measured at 179.5, which is half a centimetre off obviously 180, which is 5'11". So 5'11". I always wanted to be for some reason as a man. I always wanted to be 6 foot. That was like
and
the
I think
starting
that's the
point.
thing. There's
Oh,
an
so
attitude that being 6 foot makes
So
you more
5'11".
manly. And so
Does that
do you round
so that
up?
play it on you?
I
is it
reckon I
in
was
the
like,
mix
I
in
wish I
your
was
head?
taller, yeah. But then when I started playing footy, I saw myself as being taller out there. I don't know, maybe because I was standing next to
you're
Belly
playing
or someone
AFL.
a lot of the times.
But also,
I don't know.
your chest is puffed out. You're doing
yeah,
well.
I think that's the thing.
Yeah, it's confidence.
Is 2 metre Peter actually 2 metres?
Yeah, he's absolutely 2 metres.
Right. Because that would be a great lie if he wasn't.
2 metre Peter.
So I know that basketballers, there's
Yes.
a reason to lie about your
Yeah,
height.
yeah.
I know that the dating world, there'll be people that lie about the height, even though when you meet them, you're going to know the truth.
Well,
'cause you
when
can't
anybody
hide your
meets them,
height.
like, I mean, if a basketball player comes from America to play for the Wildcats and he said he's 6'4" and he's 6'2", you notice the difference.
Is this happening in the women's world? Because I know we just mentioned because
What,
some guys,
women lying about height? I think it's only if they're super tall.
Yeah, or
Okay,
maybe,
yeah.
like, I mean, flight attendants have to be a certain height. Maybe you would, but I mean, they're going to measure you
But
at
that's
some
just
point.
not just women. That's flight attendants.
Yes.
It's men or women. You
Yeah.
can't. My brother
Yeah.
wanted to be a flight attendant, and he couldn't because he was too tall.
he's too tall.
Sam, who does our digital content. Sam, you wanted to be a flight attendant,
Yeah, when I was like 18,
and
I was too short.
Did you consider, like, fudging?
Yeah.
Did you? So did
I
you?
thought about it because it was definitely in the centimetres.
So do you do an online application where you have to write your height
Yeah.
in? And so
And
at that
then-
moment, you're like, maybe
Yeah,
if
I
I
also
just
had
fudge
people
it
who
a
were
bit.
like working at the place, and so they were like, you have to be this high.
Oh, so they
You
will
have to be
actually measure you.
You have to be able to reach the top.
Yes.
Like a, I don't know what it is, like a lever or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like that, and the overhead
Yeah, but have you
lockers.
got your
and
long
things.
arms? Because that can make
Yes.
up for it.
I do have long arms, but the problem is my legs are short.
but also like basketball. Don't they incorporate how high you can jump?
That's right.
We are talking about people that lie about their height. Inspired by Bronny James, who has been telling everybody for years he's 6'4". Turns out this is LeBron James kid. Turns out he's 6'1".
We just did a
6'1",
little
mate,
line
come
up
on.
here in the studio with everyone because our
Yes.
boss Dave thinks he's 175 centimetres. Put it up next to Sean. Sean, you are.
I'm 180.
And
I've been measured
it
1,000
does not look
times
like
over.
you are.
I'm more than 5 centimetres
You're
taller
more,
than David.
yes.
Yeah.
And then Ali thinks that he's lying about his age too.
His age?
Not his age.
No, sorry,
his height.
his
And
height.
his
sorry.
age.
No, he's definitely 80.
That's what we're talking about. Here's Jodie in Southern River. Morning, Jode.
Morning.
Hi,
Jodie.
Who's been lying about their height, Jodie?
Well, I've been on 2 dates with guys that I've met on dating apps, and they've both claimed to be about 5'10", and when I've met them, we've been the same height.
And what
how-
are
I'm
you?
5'5".
Yeah.
So,
Do you bring it up, Joe, straight away? Because that's a big ruse.
One of them I did.
Yes.
Because I kind of seen them another time, and I got a tape measure out, and I measured. I was like, no, we're the same height.
You pulled out a tape measure. Well, because she'd been stung before, so she went, okay, I'm going prepared this time.
Nathan, can you bring out a tape
You know
measure
what
to
they
somebody?
say?
You can. No, you can. You can. Because if you're going to go there, because you know what? If you're going to lie about your height, prepare to be measured.
I think, remember the adage, measure twice, cut once.
Yeah,
John.
exactly. So,
no.
Jodie, would you have been
Good
put
call.
off this guy if you knew his correct height?
No, I wouldn't have. I'd just be honest with you.
Yes.
Don't lie about it.
But also, they don't have to enter their height on their profile, do they?
Oh, but then they're
I
hiding
don't.
something.
I never do.
That means they can't reach the keys to put it in. nah, good to mistrust that.
Thanks, Jodie. John's in Rockingham. Hello.
Hey guys, how you going?
Good,
Good, John.
Who lied about their height, John?
A friend of mine's dad, when he joined the police in WA, there used to be a height requirement. He was a few centimetres short and used to stuff yellow pages in his shoes.
Well, like,
Best use of the yellow pages ever.
He must have been amazed when insoles came out.
Heel lifts or
He
something.
made a 30-year career out of it.
30 careers
amazing.
standing on the success of the Yellow Pages.
yeah, that's right. I mean,
Lasted longer than what they did.
he would have been screwed if he had to, like, measure in
Do
his
it
socks.
now.
know.
Now, there's no one's got phone books.
That's a
No.
great point.
How would he do it?
Yeah.
Oh, that is so fun. And back in the day as well, they didn't check things as much.
No, that's right.
No,
You know
they
what I
didn't.
mean?
went
Well,
with
now
it.
you wouldn't be able to get
And
away
they
with it.
they just trusted them.
They don't have. I mean, that dropped out a few years ago, didn't it? The height factor in the old cops.
Yeah,
we
because
think
you know
so.
why? Because it's good to have tiny police. They can get in the nook and crannies
That's right.
of crime.
That's right. They're good for the mounted police section because they're like jockeys.
They're amazing. And then the really tall police, they can get crimes off tall shelves.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.